Greetings, I'm Professor K, and in this short video presentation we're going to take a look at our Week 5 assignment, Part 2, Lesson 1. So I've gone ahead and done some modifications to this assignment here, and I'm going to show it to you in the video. Because the way this assignment is written, it's just a little convoluted, and there's a lot of easier ways to do what we got to do with the background than what's being depicted here in these instructions. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've gone ahead and I've already uploaded the photo. Now, here on my window, I got ahead of the timeline. I just went ahead and replaced that. Got rid of that. And it allows me to make better use of my screen. I then took the photo, and then I went to full size 100%. You see where that's at. Alright, so the first thing we got to do is we got to select a few items in here that are going to make this a lot easier. The first one is the eraser tool. This is the background eraser. But to get to the background eraser tool, you have to right click on the eraser tool and select from one of the three items, background eraser tool. Now up here at the top, you have your sampling, you have your limits, and you have your tolerance. And so we're going to take a look at this real quick. Now, the sampling here allows you to continuously go through this and change the color. If you use the middle option here, which is once, when you put your eraser tool, when you place the eraser tool and you hold down the button, it's going to sample those pixels. And then it's not going to color anything that's not of those pixels. Now in the assignment, it tells you from the limits menu, select contiguous. From the sampling, select continuous icon. Alright, well the problem with that is that that may not be the best option. Alright, this is the continuous. This is the limit or the once icon. This is a much better choice because this tool is destructive. That is to say that once you get into an area with this tool and you start changing colors, it's done. You cannot revert or go back without completely starting over. So you're much better off using the one-time tool here, and I'll show you how to use that. Alright, so we've got our tool selected. We selected the background eraser tool. We went up here and we got the settings and we just made a change. We're going to use the middle icon instead of the first icon. Now you can use the first icon if you want. I don't have a problem with that. Now we're going to go over here where our layers are currently located, and we have a couple of layers in here, background, copy, and the background itself. Now we have the tools selected. So if I go down here and I've got this background here of white selected, and I go in here, notice that my background changes to white. Now, as we're talking about this tool here, this one-time sampling, watch what happens. If I go in here, if I hold down my mouse, I will take a sample of the pixels of the current background. And wherever I click, the new color will override those pixels, but only for those pixels. And that stops me from destructing or destroying the contents of the individual riding the bike or the bike itself. Alright, now we're to change this background color to something else. So you can go like this. I'm just going to go ahead and just do all this right now. Go ahead and just color all this in. Now you see that we've got the color or the background color changed to white, but we want to change it to another color. Well, the color we're supposed to actually change it to is given to us in the instructions. It says we are to change the RGB values to 33, 141, and 205. Well, that's fine. Let's go back to our image here, and if I go down here where we can select the fill colors, and I go and I click on that, I can go to solid color. Now from here where it says RGB, you were given numbers to fill in, 33, 141, and 205. Just say OK to that. Now just go ahead and bring this down one layer, or bring this up one layer, and you'll notice that the background color all changed to blue. And you notice you have some of this got washed out, a little bit of it got over onto the bicyclist. And that's the problem with this tool. It's very destructive, right? But you can keep playing with it, and you can keep going back over it until you get it to where you want it. But all I need to see is that you understand how to replace the color, that is to say the background color, using the background eraser tool. That's all I need to see. Now if you want to keep working on it, you can go ahead and just revert all this, and you're back right to where you started. And you can go back in and you can start all over again. You can go ahead and select your colors down here. Again, 33, 141, 205 are our numbers. Say OK to that. Just go ahead and click on your background copy here. Move that to the top, and that's your first layer now. Alright, so all I did was move that layer back up to the top there, and notice that my colors changed. Now again, I can go ahead and take samples of where I want this blue to be when I have this center icon selected, that middle icon, and that should stop me from washing out any of the colors that belong to the lady on the bicycle. Let's see. So you see that I'm actually able to do that by just sampling. And only the white is going to be colored in. Now this isn't perfect. The tool's not perfect, but it does a pretty good job. Now, here's the trick. Do not put the bullseye or the crosshairs on anything that you do not want painted. Once you put the crosshairs and you click, that part of the image will become colored in. Let's see. You see I just colored in that lady's arm. I didn't want to do that. Well, that's too bad, because that's done. And like I told you earlier in this short video, this tool is destructive. And there's no way that I can go back without going to File and doing a revert, starting over again. So make sure you keep those crosshairs where you want the color to be, and that you don't put the crosshairs where you want the color to be. Alright, that's all I got for this lesson 1. Now I hope this helps. Don't get too wrapped around the instructions, and try to figure out ways that you can work around and come up with solutions that will work for you so that you can complete these assignments. Now, what did I do? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I went out to the internet. I found a video. This guy right here. The Easy Background Remover hidden in Photoshop. Right? And in the first couple of minutes of this, he shows me exactly how I can go ahead and use that background eraser tool. And that's where I got that information from. Okay, that's all I got for you. Thank you for watching, and I hope I see you in another one of these videos real soon.